probability factor of 1 to 1, we have normality. I repeat, we have normality. Anything you still can't cope with is therefore your own problem.
Share our warp stone, and I will not eat you! Yet.
Hey everybody. Hey everybody. How we doing? Right, I need to get this, get all this adjusted. Painting there. That's about right. There we go. Hello, hello. Happy Monday. Oh my God. So excited. Look what I've got. I got a new light. I got a new light because the other one broke. And I've got myself a standing desk. Hendy, how are you doing? Blood Bowl Season 3?
Blood Bowl Season 3.
Blood Bowl Season 3? Blood Bowl Season 3 for what? Blood Bowl Season 3? Season 3? As in Blood Bowl 3 Season 3? Is there a... I thought there were more seasons than 3. Talk to me! What's happened? Oh! On Warhammer Com. On Warhammer Com. Have we got a Blood Bowl... Have we got a Blood Bowl announcement on Warcom? Come on. Ooh! Wait, what? Yes! Tomb Kings! Tomb Kings! Tomb Kings! Oh my god. They look cool as well. Show me the team. Wow! Okay, they look cool. Oh, he's a little cat! Wow! Okay, I might have to get that team. That's really cool. They look really good. And then there's these ones as well. Wow, wait, what? That's Knights, that's the Bretonians ones, right, okay, so Tomb Kings, 4 strength with Brawler. Brawler is the re-roll the block dice if you get block. Backed up by 2 blitzers, 2 throws and suitably drawable line. The big dice are tough, but decay will still get them in the end. Ancient skeletons get to retain 6 skulls. Let's have a slightly lower agility stat than most. Secure the ball? What's secure the ball? Where's secure the ball? What the hell are these? Distracted, prone, blitz. Oh, that's quite clever. Oh, I like that. I like those. That's cool. That's really good. So you don't have to lie the players down. That's really cool. This works a bit like a blitz or a pass. It's a once per turn activation that lets you gather the ball on a 2 and then ends your turn. Oh! You can't take the action if there's a standing opponent within 2 spaces. Oh, okay, so you're picking the ball up on a 2+ in your half. Unless you can clear people off. Aren't able to perform it. Okay. Wow. Oh, both down, that's it, not block, yes. Yeah, so re-roll block dice on the... yeah, that's it. That's kind of what I meant in my head, I just couldn't get the words out properly. Honest. I don't think he is very into it. Don't think I'm very into what? Sorry, I should probably say hello to everybody as well. Hello, Teeny Tiny. Teeny Tiny was first. Hello, Teeny Tiny. We've got a Perps, we've got a Mannerings, and we've got a Hendy, who's just told me that we've got new Tomb Kings. That's really cool. Okay. Distracted is now the catch-all term for players who are standing but have lost their tackle zones, including boneheaded ogres or hypnotized vampires. Okay, trumped is inflicted by the revamped monstrous mouth skill. Eye gouge skill prevents a player from offering assists. Oh god. Dodgy snack is a result of a kickoff event. I like this though. I do like that. That's really cool. I like that. Metallic grey. Oh, so they're oh, that's cool. So they've cast them in metallic grey plastic. That's cool. I like that. And then you can just zip it. Yeah, I really like that. That's really clever. That's really cool. It stops you. Is there a? Yeah, there's a prone. And a stun, so you don't have to lie your players down anymore. It's a shame they don't have these for the larger 40mm bases. But it'll just fit, won't it? You could get 2 sets and just kind of... Oh, no, you couldn't. Yeah, maybe. Oh, I like it. That's really cool. Nice. Nice. Nothing else is there. Apart from next week. Yeah. Next week we get some Raven Guard goodness. Some Raven Guard awesomeness. Yes, we do. And that's a really nice Mark 6 helmet as well with a kind of cut off beak. That's really cool. I like that. So I'll be trying to cast that so that I can get lots of cast Mark 6s on my Primaris. Very cool. Hendy, that's awesome. I bet you're buzzing, mate. I bet you're really excited. I bet you're really excited because you got Tomb Kings as well, haven't you? So you get cool new shit. Doesn't seem like the team's changed that much. There's not like a pig. Yeah, they're really nice. They are very, very cool. They are very cool. Yeah, I like those a lot. I was looking at them then, trying to work out if there's any of them that I could convert. Like I'm looking at these, wondering whether I could convert one of these into a Tomb King for the, but not really. Like maybe that one. Yeah, maybe those two you could convert into, into something for the Tomb Kings in Old World. They're very cool. I like them a lot. These guys are awesome. They're really cool. Have they got alternative heads without the bar across? If they've got an alternative head without the bar across. Where's the other one? It doesn't look like it. But anyway, you can just use a Tomb King head. Because they'd be quite cool as a standard bearer. Anyway, yeah, that's really cool. I'm liking that a lot. Right, yes, how is everybody? Happy Monday. We're going to paint a Derodeo today. Because I built a Derodeo. And this new light is awesome. I really like it. And I've got myself a standing desk. However, I haven't bought the desktop bit yet. So I'm thinking about cutting the desktop that I already have, but then I also want a bit more space on the side, so I might buy a desktop as well, so it might not be functional for a few days. Yeah, and I did lots of this until my light died. I did lots of these, so I got all the Raven Guard for Horus Heresy kind of tweaked up. I put loads of transfers on, as many as I could. I've still got some Raven Skulls. I think I could probably kind of scatter across them as well. I took the Raven mark off that. Hey, how you doing?
See people, this goof streams so little that he systematically forgets the fucking essentials. Music. Fuck.
I got distracted. Look how much I got distracted, perps. There's Tomb Kings for Blood Bowl. They're doing Tomb Kings for Blood Bowl. I got slightly distracted. Yeah. You've got a Contemptor you're working on. Nice. Nice. The only Contemptor I've got is for the Night Lords. However, I do have 2 Leviathans. So this was the Night Lords. I started painting them both as Night Lords, and this is far too saturated for Horus Heresy. I needed to kind of desaturate the Night Lords colour scheme a little bit. But this was the Leviathan that I've done for the Night Lords, which I have now repossessed for the Raven Guard, and then the Night Lords Leviathan, because I've got the resin body for the Night Lords for that Leviathan. So that one's going to stay Night Lords, and it's going to have the claw, which I've just ripped off this one, because the Night Lords, I think the Night Lords needs to be more in-your-face Leviathan, whereas the Raven Guard Leviathan, I think, can be a bit more long range. So I'm going to dig out. I've got like the Stormfire cannon or something. So this one's going to get cleaned up and done as a Raven Guard one, which will be quite cool. And I've spent the morning doing bases for it. So I've sculpted some rocks. So there's a nice rock. Let's get this in focus. There we go. So I've done a cool little rock with some rock texture on top as well, and then so you get the rock texture by pushing slate into it. So I've basically sculpted this with slate, and then I push slate on to make the rock texture on top, and then some of it's ripped off. So I've actually got actual slate texture on the top on certain areas, but as soon as that's dry, that will kind of chip off. And then I've pushed the feet in a little bit. Now I know feet aren't going to they aren't going to sink into the rock, but the way I'd done it, there we go, I wanted this foot a little bit lower to the ground, so I push that in, and then you won't notice it anyway. So it's just making that back foot a little bit closer to the ground, especially when you've got some rubble there. So that's the one for the Leviathan, which would be quite cool. And then I've also done one for that's still drying, by the way. This one's dry. So I've also done one for the Dreadnought. So that can sit there like that. Stand on 2 tactical rocks. And then I'll probably put another rock over here. Maybe just sculpt another rock over here and then cover it all with some broken down, smashed up concrete and stuff. So that is getting repurposed for Night Lords. I've got 2. Oh, hang on, let's catch up. Oh, and I need to put some music on before Olivia shouts at me again. So, yeah. Okay, some cup of tea. Right, let's catch up. How are the Shatterpoint bases coming along? They've all been primed. Now I've kind of practiced doing this. I'm going to do this a little bit more on the Shatterpoint ones. I'm going to be a little bit more comfortable doing it. I was like, I need to figure it out. I need to sort out, because sculpting rocks is fucking piss easy, right? It's just a fucking rock. You can't go wrong. Yeah, I've kind of. Sorry. I kind of grappled in and sorted that out. So now I can do the Shatterpoint bases a little bit easier as well. So they will get addressed at some point as well. And then also that means that my Night Lord Terminators, because these are tiny compared to Mark 6s, they're only just taller than a Mark 6. So then I can put these on some tactical rocks on their bases, so that then I can have some Night Lord Terminators which are just a little bit taller. So yeah, it's all cool. I'm all of course.
Of course, sculpting rock is piss easy. You go outside, grab a rock on the ground, and glue it on the base. Also, music.
I'm getting to the music. I'm getting distracted. Sorry, Olivia. Yes, but you can't. If you just pick a rock off the floor, you can't have a rock that's that shape. For instance, it's really difficult to find a rock in that shape. So, just things like that. So I've always been meaning to get round to sculpting like flat rocks like this. So yeah, it's piss easy. It's dead easy. So anyway, there we go. Hey Bug King, how are you doing? Bug King is the legend of sculpting things like that. Let's get some music on before Olivia actually shouts at me again. Don't update that. Let's get the music on. Bug King, how are you? Everybody let me know how loud the music is when it comes on. How loud is that? I'm checking the audio mixer. It seems to be okay. Maybe just turn it down a fraction. There we go, 37% will do. This just in, rocks are hard. No, so anyway, I've sculpted some rocks, and we've got some. I really like the sedimentary ones with the lines and everything across it. The sediments, not the lines. So I've sculpted some sediment to these. So it's just like a big rock, and then we'll cover it with some crushed up. Oh, we got a Deb as well. We do have all the cool kids in here. Shale or slate? I mean, it looks passable. Yes, yeah. The only issue with slate, and I've got loads of slate. The only issue with slate is that it's quite heavy. So you end up with a very heavy base. And although I did loads of kind of like chipping away, and it's difficult to get slate in the size that you want. So I've always wanted to sculpt rocks, get round to sculpting rocks. So basically I've sculpted rocks with the edge of bits of slate. So it's nothing exciting, it's nothing complicated, it's nothing difficult. It's one of those things that you procrastinate over and over and over, and then when you try it and you just take your time and you do it, you end up with rocks. So now I've got rocks that I can put in anywhere I like at exactly the right size. So yeah. You're not going to say that I'm lying about they are property of the crown. They are the property of the crown. Yes, they are indeed. Same as people who used to stick pennies underneath their bases. With a knife edge, yep, you can do knife edge as well. Yep. There's lots of different ways of sculpting rocks. Literally, it's piss easy, guys. It's just that I was procrastinating. I was just procrastinating about it so much. Yeah, there we go. That's how I've done it. It took 10 minutes. I was just being really picky about where everything was and what orientations and everything I wanted. I always wanted to get making rocks out of leftover sprue. What, as in melting them down? Melting it into a gunk? Or making, like carving them up? And yeah, I'm sure this is going to be amazing by Bug King, because Bug King's just awesome. Yeah, there you go, you see. You just sculpt rocks. It's like really cool. It's all fine. It's just one of those things that I've been putting off. Anyway, so that means that I can do that for the Night Lords, for the Terminators, give them a little bit of extra rocks. I'm gonna do the same bases for all my Horus Heresy. So all the Raven Guard and all the Night Lords, they're all going to be on the same base. And I'm going to use... Is it that one? No, that one's the wrong one. That one. There we go. Just lights. So it's going to be a light sienna base on everything. So that's the pigment powders we're going to use. And then it will hopefully look like just like smashed up, concretey, dusty, basey thing. Anyway, yeah, all fun. Spikey Spike. I have a roast. You've got a roast on a mockery, melting it into goo. Oh, you sort of get bricks more than rocks out of sprue. It takes some more doing to make sprue look like rock. Yeah, so there we go. Anyway, so today we're going to do some painting. Because I'm not a sculptor, I don't pretend to be a sculptor, I just try things. But I am a painter, so we're going to paint a Deredea. That's the plan today. I don't know whether to glue it on the base. And then paint it so that I've got something to hold. And I'm really annoyed that these don't join up very well, so I kind of want to rip these out because they're only pushed in. There we go. I kind of want to pull them out and make sure that... In fact, let's do that because it's just going to bug me if I don't do that. They're supposed to be magnetizable, look. They're supposed to have magnets in and then you can push them in as magnets, but they're so tight you need to sand all this down so that they go in a little bit easier. Yeah, there we go. Maybe I should do that. But yeah, the plastic's absolutely fucked. So maybe I get some sprue goo and just make it up. Tactical Rock! Didn't work so well for tyres for orcs. Maybe get two more. I want to see some finished. I always want to see some finished flings. Have you started painting some halflings? Yeah, I might glue it on its base. It is a very tactical rock, isn't it? I need to add another rock over here so it doesn't look just like there's two rocks that it's conveniently standing on, which is obviously an issue. Have I got marks? where I pushed it in. Kind of got marks where I pushed it in. I wanted the legs to be slightly uneven, which is why the rocks came in. Girly Pops Orcs. Oh, some finished things. I thought you said flings, as in halflings. Yes. Still want to see some finished Girly Pop Orcs. Throw them in. We'll have a look at them in a little while. We'll let everybody give. We'll give everybody a chance to throw in their weekend's work. Shall I paint this? Yeah, let's glue it on its base. We can glue it on its base. Yeah, I see. I didn't do a very good job of pushing this in at the right angle, because now there's gaps underneath the feet. I think the way I did the Leviathan is the way to do it. You need to sculpt the rocks, sculpt all the top bit, and then just squish it in just a tiny bit, just so you don't get gaps. Because that's that angle. Do I need to be like there? Maybe I need to be there. Maybe that's where I need to be. It wasn't intended. That foot was supposed to be much lower. That's where it needs to be, isn't it? Okay, let's glue it on there like that. And then we can. Then I've got something to hold, and I can do the base afterwards. That's fine. That cannot be gunked up already. Come on. So you're looking at the Tomb Kings. Yeah, they look really cool. They look really nice. Both got some painting done. Oh, nice! Fantastic. Yeah, anybody who wants to show off what they've been working on at the weekend, go into the Discord and stick it in the stream gallery. That's the gallery that we show off on the stream, obviously, because it's called Stream Gallery. So if you've got anything that you want to show off, go stick it in that section, and we'll go and look at it in a little while. I'm going to give everybody about half an hour to post all their stuff in there. I hate super glue. I absolutely hate super glue. I do absolutely hate super glue. Okay, so it was higher up there and over to that edge over there. So it was something like that. Oh, hang on. There we go. Right, let that cure. The light is really good. So the light at the moment is like in between the my eye line of the monitor and the desk. It's like in that void between the monitor and the desk, so it's quite cool. I got a daylight company one because I used to use a photography LED panel. So I got it was an expensive one because I used to do photography. So I had two of those panels for portraits, and you could see the light as you were kind of like squishing it around and moving it around and everything, and you can manipulate and you could sculpt people's faces with these panels. Anyway, it broke on Friday. It won't turn on. They're really expensive to replace. You can get cheap ones which aren't very good, so I thought I may as well get a Daylight Company one. So I've got a Daylight Company one. I've also bought myself a standing desk, an adjustable standing desk. So if you look up here, I've got a little bit of a standing table fund if anybody wants to help me out, because if anybody wants to help out with that a little bit, because it was very very expensive, and I kind of snap decisioned it, so I'm eating baked beans on toast for the rest of the month. Yeah, the Daylight, I don't want to say blown away by it, but I'm incredibly impressed by how soft the light is. It makes no photographic sense. Like, the smaller the light, the harsher the light source should be from a photography standpoint. So I don't know how they've done it. I don't know how they've managed to throw the light so far out from such a small light panel that it's this soft. It's really nice. So yeah, I'm really impressed. So I'm using the holiday today to excited to see your work on the Raven Guard. Oh, nice one, Deb. Thank you very much. Yeah, so this is the colour scheme I'm doing. I had started recording a YouTube video for it, so this is the YouTube video one. So I'd started recording a YouTube video, and then the fucking light died. So the YouTube video is going to be very disjointed, because it's going to look like a photography light panel lighting, and then a little bit not, and then this daylight. So halfway through, so I'm going to have to, during the video, I'm going to have to say I've got a new light and everything. So one of the lucent lamps from Game Envy, and another one I got on Amazon years ago. Just fix it in post. I don't do any fixing in post. If I fix stuff in post, I'll never get videos out. So I just get them. I just explain it. It's not, and that's probably why my YouTube channel isn't as popular as everybody else's, because I'm just like, here it is. Hey, how you doing, KT? Yeah, we're gonna put this color scheme and style, which it isn't quite finished yet. It looks a little bit more like this when the armor's a bit more finished. So you get that color contrast, the color contrast with the warm shadows and things. We're gonna put that style onto a Deradeo, and then eventually we'll put it on a Leviathan as well. So dopamine, KT. So yeah, how is everybody doing? How has everybody's weekend been? If anybody wants to throw, oh yeah, that's really bugging me. If anybody wants to throw work in progress things that you were working on during the weekend in the Discord, in the stream gallery, then we'll show that off a little bit later. Okay, let's get these out as well. I need to fill up my wet palette again. Top tip for you guys with a wet palette: get a nice cheap aluminium flask, fill it with some distilled water, and then you can really easily fill up your wet palette every time you start painting. If I can pick up the paper, there we go. I'm hoping to join today, Buggy. Nice. We're gonna hobby later. That's speciala. Oopsie. Yeah, time to have Rover using caps. So, funny story about that. There was a guy who used to come in Twitch chat who pretended to be an orc or something, and he wrote paragraphs in all capitals, just going like "wah" all the time. And I asked him to stop doing it, and he didn't. So I put a caps spam limit on. I think I know that chatter. I was like, for fuck's sake. So yeah, that's been on for about 3 years now. I think he left, or at least know who you mean. Yeah. Anyway, I'm pretty relaxed with what goes on in chat, but that was utterly frustrating, and he wouldn't stop. So I put a caps limit on. And it's quite high as well, so you probably only just got over the limit. It's like 20 characters. As long as you don't write 20 caps, then you're okay. Right, so I've got some little bits in here. I think what I will do is I will sand down that side so that these slot in a little bit easier, because then I can magnetize them because they've got the magnet things in, and I've got loads of magnets, so I can just really easily drop those in. And then the same with these as well, because these have got little magnet holes as well, look. So you can magnetize these really easily. Oops, wrong way around. So you can magnetize these really easily. They magnetize on that bit there and on that bit there. So that slots in there, and then the little magnet holes there as well, look. So it slots in that bracket there. So they will be really easy to kind of swap in and out as well. But before we get to that, we've got to paint all this. So this is categorically the best primer I have ever used. It's the Mecha colour black primer from Vallejo. It's phenomenal, and I've been raving about it for about 2 months now. Yeah, and then we'll just lazily prime that. We're using a shitty brush because we're just lazy priming, and then there was some little bits around which I think I missed, so there's a little bit underneath there, we'll just get that, and there was a bit around the exhaust, there it is, this side here. So I prime with the airbrush normally. I just clearly missed a little bit of this because I did this last night without this daylight light, because that came yesterday, so I primed this without it, and I've clearly missed some bits, even though I try and take my time when I'm priming. Don't just like never blasty models when you're priming them, always take your time. But clearly just missed little bits. This was yesterday. So what's everybody doing today? What fun things have we got going today? Happy Monday, everybody. Happy Monday to you. Happy Monday to you. I wonder how many people I've lost watching now because I've just hand primed like a handful of bits on a Derodeo. My greeting was extra special because I got timed out for it. Working, even better, breaking the rules on my behalf pleases me. Excellent, you're welcome. Fantastic. So look, things are going on, but I'm also doing laundry because it's woefully behind. I really thought that's brilliant. You're welcome, Buggy. What do you? You got a busy day, Teeny Tiny? We got a busy day. Doing a hobby hangout with some folks on Discord later. Fantastic. I'm resting a bit. Worked a bit too much yesterday. Oh yeah, make sure you're resting up. I don't know whether to make, because I've sanded this down because I wanted like an asymmetric look to this. So I sanded it down, but I couldn't avoid taking off these. There are two little rivets here, and I don't know whether to make some more rivets and just add them on. What do we think? What do we think? It's dead easy. You just round the top of this off, cut it off, and stick it on. So. And that seems to be the right diameter, pretty much. So I could add a couple of rivets on and probably cut that one off. I did a double exercise day and then built the weights rack. The weights rack looks amazing though. I'm really impressed that you got a weights rack. That's really cool. It's been pretty busy for the last month due to IT gremlins. Ugh, I hate IT gremlins. I hated IT gremlins more when I worked in IT. Yeah, I don't know whether to. I wish I had a stamping sheet. I think actually what I should do is remove that one as well, and then have this one just clean, and then lean into that. Let's do that instead. Let's do that instead. Preventing dropping weights on myself. The lengths we go to, dude. The lengths we go to. And that's the other thing about this this primer. It's sandable as well, unlike the normal polyurethane stuff, which just peels. There we go. So that's got that off. And then we get a gun primer balancer. And there might be a little bit of primer left there that we can just throw over the top there. And any texture that we get on that isn't going to matter because we're going to paint texture up the front of it anyway. Okay, so got most of the rest of my redundancy through. Fantastic, but all the overtaxing they sent to HMRC wasn't too much. That's good. I'm glad that's all got sorted out. How was Nova? Glad you made it home safely. Oh, is it Nova at the weekend? I thought it was next weekend. Wow. So there were no reveals at Nova. Absolutely no reveals at Nova. Interesting. So we might see more reveals on Warcom this week then. If there weren't any reveals at Nova, they might have saved them for Warcom. Nova ended yesterday. Why did I think it was next week then? Don't know why I thought it was next week. Blood Bowl Season 3 was a Nova announcement. Gotcha. Because I know they showed some models off to people at Nova. But I was expecting if they did show those off at Nova, I was expecting a Warcom article to accompany it. Amazing. Sorry, cleaning up my tiny unpaid roommate's. What? I want to photo dump on Instagram here shortly. Welcome home. I know there'd been a pre-con leak or two, so folks didn't know if there'd actually be anything announced. You have a mouse. Oh. Right, so we need Dark Reaper. Where's Dark Reaper gone? So we need Dark Reaper and Black, which is the colour scheme. Using the Leho model colour black because it's nice and matte, so it mattes everything up, which is really cool. There we go. Looks pretty good. Make sure it's nice and thin. He had massive FOMO going on for missing Nova. That's the bit that gets you, isn't it? The FOMO. It's like, God damn it, I missed all that cool stuff going on with all my friends. Yes, you could probably use a larger dry brush than this. This is wet paint as well, it's not dry brushing. This is thinned down and very wet. Very thin, very wet. Definitely going to try hard to get on the teachers list for Nova. That sounds like an awesome plan. Yeah, that sounds like an awesome plan. And we've got plenty of room to play around with on this bad boy, so it's basically covering every surface apart from the very deepest, darkest areas. Every painted surface anyway. And you can see where we haven't painted, hopefully anyway. So you got this slightly off. It's almost like Corvus Black, but not. Like German grey or something. Am I recalling correctly? You might try to make it Adepticon one year. Yes, definitely. Definitely want to try and make it to Adepticon. Also to enter Golden Demon as well. Because it's one of the only places you can actually enter Golden Demon anymore, which is really frustrating. Being a huge UK company and not having a Golden Demon in the UK sucks. So yeah, I do want to try to get to Adepticon one year. And see how that goes. It would be really cool. That'd be awesome. I'd really like it. If he does, he is due to be kicked in the shins at least a few times from me. Yes, Bug King does owe me a fair few kick in the shins for various things I've done over the year. Mainly painting so much Games Workshop stuff. Painting so much Games Workshop stuff. Do you like the quiff in my hair today? Which side is it? This side. I don't quite know why it's got a quiff. I don't believe it. The only reason Bug King comes in here is to shout at me for painting Games Workshop stuff. Right, has everybody thrown up stuff in the stream gallery? Their weekend's work. Everybody's thrown their weekend's work up or something they want people to see. Throw it up in the stream gallery in Discord. If you're a subscriber, make sure you've got your Discord linked so you can see it. There we go, and then you see what you can do. You can add some highlights with the slightly lighter colour as you go around, like you would with an airbrush, but you get a cooler finish. And I'll probably airbrush glaze this a little bit after we've got to the kind of this stage, and then it gets an oil wash. I'll probably airbrush glaze. So if we go really harsh on some of the highlights, and we can probably airbrush glaze things together once we've done the oil wash as well, and then we won't need the varnish. A stern look can just be ignored. Maybe just a stern look. Kicking in the shin seems a bit harsh. It's the only body part he can reach, Deb. I'm very tall. So yeah, something like that, and then we can expand on that. You would know, I suppose. Do you get stern looks, Deb? Teeny tiny. I hope that it is never strictly necessary for you to do that. We don't want teeny tiny throwing up. So always light, always coming from camera right. That's kind of inspired over from my photography side, because I was always a camera right lighter in photography. So that's sort of followed over from there. There we go. Okay. Right, while that dries, and then we get a little bit more of a mix going on. Wash the stubby brush out. I'll call it a stubby brush. It's a small Artisopus Series D. SMH brush if you want to try some of the Artisopus stuff out. You do regularly. Right, let's get the Discord up. Where is Discord? I hope more than just Teeny Tiny has thrown their weekend's work in. There we go, we've got purples. Okay. Let's get that out of the way. bit of a sip of tea. Okay, so what's everybody been working on the weekend? A couple of sporfs. So Purpley Spark. Oh my god. So is this the colour scheme? Are you doing red is the colour scheme, or is the colour scheme grey? I think she's AFK. I think she's lurking, so she can't even answer us. So she's doing space dwarfs or sporfs. That's a lot, isn't it? Oh, they've got that. So that's a new kit. That's one of the new kits. Oh, there are the like really weird tall robot things. That's a new kit. That's a new kit. I like that one. I do like that one with the Tyranid over his head. I don't quite know why he's got a Tyranid over his head. Are they the only new kits? I think that's the only new kits. All these ones are all the old ones, aren't they? They're cuties. I like them. Do you like the tall robots? Is that what you like? I think they're all right, aren't they? I got rid of all of mine. That guy, I will rephrase. I got rid of all of mine apart from that one. I like that guy. That guy's cool. The tiny dwarf wizard. He was awesome. And then I also saw somebody do a hover version of a Sagitteur, which was quite cool. All the Votan, you like all of them. Because he got eaten by a Nid and chopped his way out. Did he? Is that his lore? Is that his lore? His lore is that he got eaten by a Tyranid, so he wears the Tyranid's hat. 3 times he's a thrice eaten. So which is the colour scheme, Purples, now you're back? Are you doing them red or are you doing them creamy grey? Red, grey. Red, grey. Red, grey. Red, grey. Red, grey. Red, grey. Red, grey! If you do that, it just kind of merges them together and it's that colour scheme. That's the final colour scheme look. Red with dark blue. Ooh. So is this all airbrushed? What's the red? I'm guessing, let me guess, it's a Pro Acryl red. It's a Pro Acryl paint and it's just called red. So are these still plastic and not being primed, or are they primed? Burnt red from Pro Acryl. It looks very matte. That's where I got that thought from. It looks like a Pro Acryl paint. They're great. Oh, okay. So that's why they're grey. Is that one done as well? Is that grey plastic? So have you stuck that on? Because you were asking, and I said paint the inside. Have you stuck it on? Or are you going to paint it? Apart from the red, they're all bare plastic. Costco had their canned cold brew in stock again after 3 years. I have canned coffee. You've got canned coffee? That look from Derpadeb. That look. Canopies are not glued for now, still deciding whether to paint it or not. Can we have a vote in chat? Should Purpley Spark paint the inside of the cockpit? I'm voting yes, because the time it takes to paint the inside of a cockpit is like half an hour. It takes you half an hour, and Purple's paints a lot. She gets a lot of work done. So for the effort that it takes to paint the inside of that, paint it, stand out from the crowd. It takes no time to paint the inside of a cockpit, and everybody else is just lazy. Poll is up for 3 minutes. There we go, everybody. Vote in the poll. Go up to the top of the Twitch chat. Go up to the top of the Twitch chat over here, top, and vote in the poll. Should Purples paint the inside of the Sagittaire's canopy and then glue a clear canopy on, or should she just prime the whole thing and then paint the canopy black? I vote too. I will vote because I'm guessing I'm going to be the only person who votes yes, paint the inside. I better not be. I'm going to be very disappointed. I'm going to be very disappointed, people, if I'm the only person who has voted paint the inside. I'm going to be very, very... Should Purpley paint the canopies? Oh, so yes to just paint it and no to paint the inside. Right, okay, so I'm voting no. Hey, Ray! How you doing, Mr. Ray? How you doing, Mr. Ray? Yeah, that's my vote. My vote is no. Paint the inside, because it takes little to no effort to actually just paint the inside and paint them and then keep the canopy clear. Day off, sorter. I know, it wasn't a very well worded question, was it, Captain Mannerings? Got to drive to our other location for nooblet training. Oh no, Ray. It's not worth the effort. It is worth the effort because the effort is like 20 minutes. 20-30 minutes of effort to have a cool looking Sagittar. That's my vote. Right. Everybody go vote. Everybody go vote. Stand out from the crowd because everybody's just like, oh, I can't be bothered. When it actually only takes like 20-30 minutes.
Hello, Mr. Frozen, Chris 4 Heart.
It's a chip! Purples, I will counter that purples with how much stuff you get painted. You're not lazy. You get a lot of stuff painted. So put in 3% more effort when you're painting all of this and just paint the guy on the inside of the fucking canopy. You're losing this one, it seems. No, I'm not. I'm winning it. I'm winning it. 5 votes for no, don't just paint the canopy. Anyway, we'll wait for that poll to finish. Oh, they're the standard ones, aren't they? They're just the regular ones. I like how animated he is going. I get very passionate about things. I get very excited. Ray knows this. Ray knows this. Lord Jer knows this. I get very excited about things. Oh, wow, Mannerings. Oh, mate, you're going to make me want to paint my fucking Night Lords. And I'm painting my Raven Guard at the moment. Stop making me want to paint Night Lords. Only because we read the question wrong. They're the Hernkin Jaegers, the kill team that can be added to the 40k Votan army. Ah, those are fab Mannerings. These are really cool. These are really cool, dude. These are really cool. Well, anyway, the answer is no. Purple shouldn't paint the canopy. Shouldn't just paint the canopy black. Therefore, if Purple doesn't want to word the poll correctly and more clearly, I win, and she needs to paint the inside. Yes, I will paint the inside. Literally, if you're gonna put that much time and effort into painting all of this. That's like, painting that one dude in there is like 3% more effort. Yeah, this came out really well, Mannerings. I really like it. I like the lightning as well. It's cool. What you could do with the lightning is where you get a cross, where there's like a T-junction, where the lightning comes together and then goes apart. If you put a dot in that centre, that helps loads as well. There's a dude at the back too. It's 2 dudes to paint, so it's a lot of effort. Oh, yeah. It's a lot of effort, says the person who's got to paint how many? Should we count them? It doesn't take any time. Anyway, I'm glad you're going to paint it, Perps. Because then everybody else in the gaming club who's just been like, no, I'm just going to paint the canopy black and stick it on. You can be like, no. Look at this. Derpa Deb, you're going to love this. Derpa Deb, are you still here? Look what Teeny Tiny's done. How cool is that? And he's standing on a bunny squig. And he's got tartan pants. He's got tartan trousers on. He's got tartan trousers on. He's got a bunny squig with a speaker in its mouth. And he's rocking out. This is why I love doing the stream gallery, because I never get to see shit like this on Instagram, because that would never show up on my Instagram. It's a cool base too. Oh my god! Look at the base! Oh wow! Teeny tiny, you need to get an angle of the base so we can see the hollow. That's... Look at the base! Oh, and he's got glitzy boots on! Oh, this dude's awesome. This dude's awesome. And he's got pearlescent knobs on his guitar. Very hard to get the bass to show. So when you are photographing it, if you're photographing it at a 45-degree angle, you want something off at another 45-degree angle that's going to reflect into it. So if you put just a piece of white card, would probably work. If you put a piece of white card at 45 degrees from the angle that you're taking it behind it, then it will reflect that and show all the kind of the rainbowy bits. That's awesome. So this, it isn't showing anything because at the moment it's reflecting this black here. So if you had this white and then you took it, it would reflect the white, and because it's reflecting the white, you will get reflections off it. That's really cool. The orc is in the way. Oh, is he? I mean, anyway, that's really cool. You can get a rough idea of it down here. Look, I mean, that's brilliant. Wait, there are Cornish pasties right underneath. Cornish pasties? Wait, what? Oh my god! Oh. See, this is brilliant because Ray probably can't get Cornish pasties because he used to live in England, down the road from me, so he could get Cornish pasties wherever he likes. But now he's moved to Kentucky. He can't get Cornish pasties. Sorry, I didn't mean to laugh quite so harshly. Somebody posted a thing of Cadbury's Dairy Milk. What's inside that? It'll be meat, potatoes, veg. I see how it is. I made a bunch of them. They cook well from frozen. Fantastic. Love it. Love it. These are really cool. Has anybody else got any? Somebody needs to throw. Come on. What else has everybody been working on over the weekend? Cryo, how are you, dude? And we'll leave the pastel glamorous goth rocker up for a second while everybody posts what they've been working on in Stream Gallery. Grand, yes, fantastic. We're going to be painting some Raven Guard today. I'm scaling up, before I do a YouTube video painting the Leviathan, I'm scaling up my colour scheme onto a Dreadnought so that I can practice and get it right in my head before I do the Leviathan. I'm going to do the Leviathan on, because I don't have a Sat9 one, I'm going to do the Leviathan on YouTube after I've done the infantry video. Yay. Look at this little dude. Look at him go. Thank you very much for sharing, Teeny Tiny. Is he all finished now? It's all done? Are you on to the Halfling Bretonians? Is that your next thing? Do 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 do. Hey, goodbye. Shatter point as well. See, this is the thing. You guys who paint things don't realise how much stuff you paint. Like Sinister doing the Wolfguard stuff, and Purples is now painting Moonstone as well. Like, you paint so much stuff. Things like painting 2 extra people inside a canopy. It's going to take you no time at all. I might paint some more of the Hitchhiker's set while we're building up the Bretts. Fantastic. Yeah, throw stuff in the stream gallery, guys. Let's see some more. Let's see some more weekends work. I'll give everybody another half an hour just to throw it up in the stream gallery. Okay, make sure you got your Discord and Twitch linked. Yeah, let's get some more. And yeah, we all need to drool at. We all need to drool at Cornish pasties. Right, let's do some more painting. So, this is nearly the finished colour scheme. I'm going away from the red eyes. I think I'm going to go to kind of turquoise eyes. So we're going to shift to turquoise eyes. We'll change that. Yeah, we're now transferring this to the Dreadnought as well, which will be really, really cool. I got stickers. Nice! I really want to have the whole lot built, then prime it all together. That sounds like a really good idea. Turquoise eyes, hell yeah. Yeah, that's the plan. That's the plan. So something like Sotek green, something like that. So blue eyes that are just kind of just verging on the green side. And then we can do this bit here, and then this bit can have either some freehand or some transfers. Where's my transfer sheet? Oh, it's all the way over there. Hang on. There we go. So we can find a cool transfer to throw on it. There's some scrolls. There's some scrolls on here, I think. Oh no, it's just words. So there's some words on here we could throw on. Yeah, we've got plenty of cool stuff that we can throw on there. And yes, so last week my light broke, so I bought a new daylight company lamp. I've also got myself a adjustable standing desk, so that when I'm building something or I'm painting something like this, I can raise the height, so I don't have to be like, when I'm not painting like really close details and I need to be really close, I can lift the desk up, and also for streaming as well. So if I'm building or just painting like this, like then I can lift it up and I can stand. But both of those were rather expensive. So if anybody wants to help out or anything, there are a few things you can do. You can either obviously subscribe to the channel, thank you very much. You can donate into the Standing Table Fund, or you can use one of my many affiliate links. So if you want to try some of the brushes which I've been using, do !brush. So that will take you to Element Games, and you can grab the Artist Opus ones there. You've got the Element Games link and the Griffin Gaming link. So they're the two affiliates if you're grabbing any Warhammer stuff in the UK. You've got the Redgrass link, so if you want to grab one of the cool wet palettes or their version of the daylight lamp, you can do !Redgrass. And you can get all those affiliate links in Discord as well. Right, so oops, just knock that off. Don't want to knock that off. I might just pull that off actually, because that's the control panel. That's the control panel for the standing desk, so I can go up and down. Tempted to get one or two of those as well. One or two Dreadnoughts, because they're really cool. Okay, so we got that kind of initial texture down. So let's change to that brush. What are you painting today, Mr. Cryo? Oh, standing desks. Just moved. Oh, nice one. Congrats, man. Yeah, it should make a difference, I think. I used to have one. It wasn't really an adjustable one at the time. I just had a high shelf, so my desk was just high. When I was in photography and I was doing edits, I would do my photo edits on a standing desk, and I just think, like, somebody suggested it a while ago on stream, and I kind of like, nah, I don't know whether it's going to work, because I can't stand and paint. But then the more I thought about it recently, like things like building models, I can definitely stand and build models. Sorry, I've just had a leak onto the. It's really annoying. I had a leak onto the new sponge on my wet palette. So I just thought it would. The more I thought about it recently, the more I thought it would be beneficial. So I've picked one up. Like I say, they are expensive. This one was on a sale, and at the time I thought it was too good to turn down. So I picked it up. Just means it was an expense that I wasn't expecting this month. How to disappear to get breakfast. Last I heard was people sharing Cadbury's chocolate and food I can't get. Yes. Yes, exactly that. Exactly that. When have you got to head out on your Nublet journey, Ray? Diablo got 37 last night, so he's 60% away from Assassin Pet, which should be really, really good fun. And then 2 levels away from the Mage Pet from the dungeon. Congrats on Diablo, thank you very much. Yeah, he's soloing all the trench stuff now. It's ridiculous. It's just funny. And the amount of XP I can get seems to have gone up, so I now get 10,500 XP if I solo them. But it does still seem capped. Try the spiders in Mad Run. I haven't, no. I could solo those. Did I solo one? When I was getting the Black Idol, I think I tap tanked a couple of them down there, and that was a couple of levels ago, so I should easily be able to now. If you need a help with anything, I need to go and do Gatter to try and get a faded black tome now that that's like the best in slot. So I need to get another one of those. So I might do that tonight. Oh no, I think well, it depends what time I finish streaming. XP per kill might be interesting. Oh yeah, it is. The XP's like just fucked up with the speed at which you can kill stuff. So yeah, I will go and try that actually. I don't know what they con. But I could group with Sardi. We could do duo horrible shit. Oh no, because the dots don't fucking stack, do they? Because they're dumb. Well, we don't want the dots to stack. That would be stupid. I'll do a feedback video and say, "Oi, idiots, sort it out." Although they do stack if you're the same level. If you're the same level and you're casting the same dots, they do stack. So it's only if it's a different dot or you're a different level. And the life tap dot always stacks. So life leech always stacks. And I think Sicken does. They're the only two. So you can dot twice. Dot stacking would be OP. Well, somebody said it's because they didn't want you to put two different versions of the dot on the mob. So you couldn't put like the top level dot and then the slightly lower level dot. So they just stopped the stacking. I'm like, well, that's not even OP either, because the stuff you're killing, like if one of the dots doing 70 a tick and the other one's doing 20 a tick, like who gives a shit about 20 a tick? That's a stupid reason, anyway. I've definitely got. I wanted to try and get Diablo up a little bit higher before I did a feedback video for him, but they are ridiculous. As soon as you can no contact kill, then everything's going to be ridiculous, isn't it? So. We're talking about an MMORPG, everybody, for those of you who don't know what I've just been rambling on about. That's really shit, but annoyingly, I still log on and play it every day. Today's fish is trout a la creme. How you doing, Avian? It's Monday and the day is off. You got the day off? Congrats, dude. Bank holiday type thing over here. Oh, really? Labor Day in the US. What's Labor Day for? What's Labor Day celebrating? Labor. Is Labor Day celebrating people going to work? Has its origins in trade unions standing up for themselves and improving the working conditions. Don't try and make it make sense. It's alright, we've got our fair share of weird shit. There's a whole thing going on at the moment in the UK about asylum seekers and stuff. And somebody's done a piece of artwork with Paddington Bear hanging a St. George cross to show patriotism and everything, not realising that Paddington Bear was a refugee from Peru, who was a bear from Peru that was that was written about by a guy who wrote the story of Paddington Bear because of lots of asylum seekers and the like the moral good way that England was coping and dealing with them, accepting them into the country and helping them out. And now they're using Paddington Bear as a and the St. George's Cross. It wasn't St. George like Turkish or something? Sure, it was Turkish. Heather Cox Richardson is a history professor and lecturer, and she wrote an excellent essay on its origins on her Facebook. Oh, nice. Understanding real history. I know. Yeah, it's dumb. I mean, the difference you get is that it's excess because the world's got so much bigger. So where you used to talk about like 20 people, 20 asylum seekers coming over because it was, or refugees coming over because of bad shit happening. Now we're talking about hundreds of thousands of refugees coming over, but it's the same principle, just needs to be dealt with on a larger scale. Did you happen to see any of the entries from Nova? The one fan favourite is, oh my god, no I didn't know. The painting competition stuff, no I didn't get to see any of that. It's also astonishing, it really is teeny tiny. I'm getting the thing is, it's turning into a political thing that's, in the same way, riling up the similar sort of Trump-esque voters into probably ending up doing something just as stupid and sticking Nigel Farage in fucking power. I'm going to see if I can track it down. That'd be awesome. Oh my god, Spike. Yes, most definitely, because they look really cool. Yes, dude. Yes, yes, yes. Like, it's the politicians. I mean, I don't want to get political on this. That's one of the things that we should avoid on Twitch, right? But it's the politician's job. I'm just talking generally. It's the politician's job to educate and be transparent with its population, so that they're in the best possible environment to draw conclusions about how well they're doing, kind of thing. Like, rather than playground bully name calling that is currently going on. Anyway, right, yes, what hobby stuff is everybody up to? What hobby stuff is everybody excited about this week? Because I'm weirdly excited about all this Raven Guard stuff. And having been sent all of this when Horus Heresy came out, and doing a few tutorials on YouTube, I had lots left to build an army, so that's what I'm doing. And the painting style is nice and quick and easy. Hey Twitch lady, how you doing, Olivia?
I'm weirdly excited about Emperor's Children stuff, wink wink nudge nudge.
Yes! Yeah, they're nearly all finished and packed. I need to ship that this week. With Lycus in there as well. Lycus isn't packed yet, because I don't quite know how I'm going to package her up. She's weird. Because she's heavy as well, because she's on a plinth. I hope she doesn't break. Chonky Dragon, I'm painting for Phoenix's Dragon and Dino Challenge. Nice. Are you going to ask for everyone to aspire and constantly be good human beings? Yes.
Don't forget the stickers, or there will be hell.
The stickers are already in the box. Why are you sorry about the political talk? I started it. I did post a couple of Ray pics of furry puscats. Ray pics? The black... Oh, one stop!
Afternoon, dude, been a minute.
How are you doing, fella? Has been a minute. Are you okay? Are you getting all ready for your big day? How are you doing, fella? Thank you very much for the resub. It's really appreciated. What have you been working on, mate?
Hazardous anomaly detected. Quarantine activated.
Quarantine activated. Quarantine has activated. Tweaking the Soulforge list. Nice. I don't know why people are painting is for relaxing and helping you escape the weird wide world. Realising how expensive this is becoming. Oh no! You do have an awesome little daughter as well, so pretty good. Right, so let's just do the back. I know shock horror, right? I'm painting the back. So you want to over highlight this because this is getting an all over black oil wash to pull some of these marks together, and then a recess wash, and then we'll go back in with chipping. So this is just like highlight texture rather than chipping texture. If that makes any sense at all. Probably doesn't. What do you think of the Shrexy Space Marine? The Shrexy Space Marine? Oh, the draw is brilliant, mate.
Potatoes picks Christopher. Also Laura's kitty picks.
Yeah, we'll get there. As everybody, have we got any more? We'll go back to Discord in a second. Waiting for some potatoes and some more stream gallery stuff. Has anybody's got any more stream gallery stuff? Potatoes. Oh, you don't know where Tato is? Wasn't sure where to share on Discord. Stream gallery if you're a subscriber. If not, a DM's fine. Haha, that's really cool. Check this out, everybody. Several friends share pics. Care Bears. I don't want to. I don't think I know enough about what it all is. I don't know whether it's Care Bears or Teletubbies or what do we call it? So I suppose it is Care Bears, isn't it? I suppose it would be Care Bears because isn't that a collective name for those kind of people on the internet? Alright, let me finish this and then we'll go and have a look. If anybody's got any more stream gallery stuff to throw up, then do that now because I'm just finishing these last little bits of highlights up, and then we'll go and have a look at Stream Gallery and potatoes. Presume to take on Care Bears. Try and break down those marks a little bit. Does everybody hear the rain outside? I'm very sorry. I like having the window open at the moment. It's So that got a fan favourite award, and I'm guessing that's everybody going up and voting. Who's that? Ah, oh! Ray, that's too kind of you, dude. Fozzie Bear, MVC, Deb, Hashimoto, and Hydra. Welcome to the crypt, Ray. You didn't have to do that. Thank you very much indeed. Cheers, dude. Deb, if you link your Discord to your Twitch, you should be able to see the stream gallery section in Discord now. Cheers, Ray. Thank you, mate. He's a worthy git. Worthy of something. Yeah, so that's Captain Mannering's Shrek Marine, which he can't get. Absolutely brilliant. Oh, yeah, that's gonna look awesome. Are they 3D printed? You 3D printed those two? Because that's resin, isn't it? That's cool. That's cool. So this one's going to be a Night Lords one. You got all the spiky bits. Yes, mate. Yes, yes. Back when you couldn't get them for love nor money. Yeah, I like that. I like how the Volkite looks. I think the Volkite looks great. I have a Night Lords Contemptor up there. I don't have a Raven Guard Contemptor. I will probably get one. But I kind of want more infantry for the Raven Guard. Like I don't mind like a Derodeo like we're painting at the moment. I don't mind this, and a Leviathan maybe. I mean I've got one, so it'll probably get painted. But I want as much infantry as I can, especially with this really easy kind of stippling technique that we're getting on for how it all looks and everything. But that's going to be cool. My Night Lords I'm going to plan out much more than I am my Raven Guard. My Raven Guard I'm just adding cool shit. The Night Lords, because of all the lightning and everything, they're going to take a little bit longer. So, and I'll probably airbrush them as well. Although I don't know, this isn't really taking that long. I mean I've done 20 of them up to this point already, so it doesn't really take that long. So, but yeah, I want to kind of plan the Night Lords a little bit more. Is it 3,000 points? I think it's 3,000 points for Horus Heresy. Anyway, lots of spiky bits from Drakari. Fleshy calls nothing relevant. She really is. I loved seeing all the Shrekkies. Yeah, so that's this artist, isn't it? That nice lady over there. That's really cool. With the flag as well on the shoulder. And then we have Tato. Or what rather we have Poe. Oh, there's Ray as well. Wow, look how rainy it is. Hi Ray. The lighting without planning is hard with the metallic. The lightning. Yeah. I mean I don't want to paint excessive amount of models for the Night Lords because they're going to take a while to do all the lightning. But like I'm painting quite quickly now, so. Oh. Hi, I'm Poe. She's not looking at you. Doesn't want a photo taken today. It's like fuck being outside. I'm staying in here where you give me stuff. Must go inside bag. I need to find opening in bag. It's just a tail. Hi, I'm Poe. Fantastic. Thanks for sharing, everybody. Choo choo! Have we had a hype train? Have I missed a hype train? Have I missed a hype train? Okay, so we need to do that, and I'm going to change. Remember when I did my Primaris? Is it down there? There it is. Remember when I did this, and we did the chest eagle, the same tone, but just lighter? I'm going to change that. And we're going to do these, all these kind of details, we're going to do them a warm white to kind of contrast with the cold black that we've got. So we're going to go towards ivory for that, rather than so we're going to go a warm grey and then glaze that up to ivory is the plan. Get a nice brush out. Poe got stuck in the bag strap. She started to run. I tried to catch her and Ponytail ended up hiding all afternoon because they were scared shitless. No! He's so well behaved. He came in for a couple of naps yesterday. Doesn't really poke around. Aww. I mean, that's because he's a pusscat, and pusscats are awesome. So, we're going to have a Raven Guard Eagle. definitely a good idea to put this on its base. Hey Billy, how you doing? There we go. Although, having done this, this would be in the shadow, wouldn't it? So that should be darker, and all this should be lighter over here. They're obsessed with trying to eat plastic. What the pussycats are. Parents' pussycats are terrors, chewing things, bolting into rooms they're not allowed in. There we go. Right, I'm out of tea. So I'm going to go make a cup of tea in a second. Go make a cuppa. Very silly. We do need tea. We definitely need tea. I think everybody deserves to go and make a cup of tea for themselves as well. I love you and leave you. I'll have an epic day. You too, dude. You too. Obviously, I'll be on later if you're around, but yeah, you too, dude. Have a good one. This guy is already looking pretty good. So we're going to over highlight a little bit more. Give it all an oil wash. So the oil wash should. The plan is the oil wash is going to kind of soften all of these transitions down. And then we need to put some of the metallics on as well. We're going to use a warm metallic as well, so that it really stands out, which is why we kind of used an ivory on the on that there. We'll do the same on the scroll work, and then we've got to decide what to put over here. We'll definitely put a word or two, and then probably like a raven skull or something. I think it'd be quite cool. Yeah, everybody, it's time for everybody just to get up and have a stretch, okay? So I want everybody to get up, at least get up, have a stretch, go and have a bit of a walk. If you want to go and touch some grass or something outside, have a quick breather outside. But get up, go and have a walk, make yourself a drink, make yourself a cup of tea, get yourself some water, get yourself some juice, something like that. We've all been sat down for over 2 hours now, or I have. It's one of the reasons why the standing desk is going to help so much, because doing stuff like this is nice and easy and I can just do it standing up. Yeah, I'm going to go make a cup of tea. I'm going to have a little bit of a stretch, a little bit of a walk, and I will be right back, everybody. See you in a sec. I'm loving painting this, it's looking really cool. So it's quick as well. I'm back, everybody. Is everybody still here? Hopefully everybody's still here. How are we all doing? Deactivate, activate. How is everybody doing? Are we all okay? Zoom in, zoom out. Yeah, this looks cool. This is looking good. Right now, I think if I start doing that, which we're going to use lead belcher. Is that what we're using? I haven't got iron breaker, have I? The only other thing is, do we use exhaust manifold? Exhaust manifold's a bit too dark. And burnt iron is... No, burnt iron's about right, actually. Shall we use burnt iron? You're not here? No! Deb, come back! Deb? Going to graze too much. Exhaust manifold. No, let's use, because I used lead belcher or iron breaker or whatever it is on the other one, so let's just at least use this one. It keeps doing this, it's really annoying. I don't quite know why it does this. Look at that bit there. Where's that bit from? Just like stringy dry bits. It's really odd. Hopefully that's the last one of those that shows up. Clean my fingers a bit. I know, yeah. You said you're not here. I don't know what to do now. We haven't got a Derpa Deb in chat. Outrageous. Okay, so metallic. Thin it with some water. And now we're using a shitty brush, not using the nice Artis Opus ones, because metallics ruin your brushes. So when I get a knackered Artis Opus brush, one that's been used for a while, I will obviously use those for metallics, but until then I don't have one. We can thin that even more, it's still thick. You're not here, you're Dad. What? Are you Derpa Dad? Derpa Dad and Derpa Deb. And neither of them are here. At least you're not dead, Dave Avian.
Gordon Bennett. He's dead, Dave. Everybody is dead. Everybody is dead, Dave.
Everybody is dead, Dave. Gordon Bennett, he's dead. Everybody is dead. Everybody is dead, Dave. This is a weird brush because this brush is very loose at the ferrule, and you can feel it when you're painting with it. In fact, it's probably, yeah, there we go. It's probably that loose at the ferrule, so you can feel that when you're painting it. I could probably like just crush that and tighten it up a little bit. But where am I? Do I even exist? Now that is a question. Does Derpadev even exist? Or is she an AI? These are the important questions of our time. And they must be answered. We need to know. There we go. I think, crap, can't be, I have the correct number of fingers. Have you all seen the sketch from Viva La Dirt League about Rowan being a robot? Where he can't do the capture test. Oh yeah, 1 in 10 of us can't do capture tests. So I've got about half an hour left? Yeah, I've got about half an hour left of stream. Then I'm hopefully going to record some of the YouTube video for these, which will be quite cool.
You have been weighed.
Hey, War Masters, how you doing?
Measured.
And you absolutely
Have been found wanting.
Tomb King Tuesday, yes, we will do some Tomb King Tuesday tomorrow. We will get some Tomb Kings done tomorrow, which would be great. This is looking pretty good. Yeah, Tomb King Tuesday tomorrow. Ready for event day. Don't know what we can paint tomorrow. I do need to finish the Screaming Skull Catapult, so probably that, to be honest. Ravengard are finally coming out. Yes! Yeah, we have Mr. Ravengard coming out on Saturday, don't we? Which is cool. So that's going to be great. I need to order the Horus Heresy special dude as well. So I might do that at the same time. And I might grab 2 of them because I think he's cool and I think I could use him in 40k. You got your monthly game with 40k done? Nice! Do you think the Imperial Knights will get a day 1 nerf? I don't know, I don't care. I hate the word nerf anyway. There we go. How do you feel about nerf herders? What's a nerf herder? Somebody who herds nerf guns. Is that a profession? A nerf herder? Have you not seen Empire Strikes Back? There's a nerf herder in Empire Strikes Back. Hey Whiskey, how you doing?
Winchester.
Played 2 games. I showed up later and they played only 2 rounds. Nids against Chaos Knights. Nice curb stomp the Nids. I had Dark Angels against the Nids and squeaked out to win it again. Nice one, dude. Yeah, I think 40k has turned into like an RTS computer game rather than the hobby it used to be. Leah calls Han a stuck-up, half-witted, scruffy-looking nerf herder. Oh, really? God, I can't remember that quote. A nerf herder. Has it been conferred what nerfs are? Are they... That must have been a throwback that that's been picked up by the Mandalorian or somebody. Are you just driving to and fro the event each day, or are you hoteling it with Hendy? Oh god, no, I'm driving. It's down the road. I'm not going to spend money on a hotel when I can just drive down the road. Are you hoteling? Sobs, don't cry, Deb. Who are you calling scruffy looking? I'm guessing you're hoteling, aren't you, War Masters? Because I think you're a long way away, aren't you? Might have been intending to socialise with it being Ren's birthday weekend and all. I mean, I'm not going to just leave at the end of the event and drive home. Just because I haven't got a hotel doesn't mean I can't come go out for dinner or something. Don't need a hotel for that. Chris is a Star Wars tourist. I'm not. I have tried really hard to watch all the things that you've all told me to watch. Heading to a barbecue? Enjoy. Is that what you did broccoli? Was it broccoli you did earlier? Is that what you did that for? There we go. Oops. we go. Perfect. I hadn't actually seen it until sometime last year. What, Star Wars? You get to see Carrie Fisher stoned out of her mind and Mark Hamill with so much caked on makeup to cover up his... Wait, what? Oh, the Star Wars Holiday Special. It was the first appearance of Boba Fett. Was it? I want to say George Lucas wanted it memory hold. The other movies I've seen was literally a billion times, except for the prequels. I like, which is the one I like? Last Jedi? Last Jedi. Oh no, that's a sequel. Which of the prequels I like? I like... Not Clone Wars, the one after Clone Wars. Revenge of the Sith. Right. Yeah, this looks pretty cool, doesn't it? For how quick this was to do. And now we can do all the texturing and everything. Right, we need to start putting some transfers on it. And then it's an all over oil wash to get the metallics, soften down all of this, knock the transfers back. Right, what transfers do we need to put on this? What time is it? 20 minutes. I've got 20 minutes, guys. I've got 20 minutes and then we need to go raid somebody. Okay, so are there any cool words that we can put on the Dreadnought sarcophagus? Dust clad? No. Victorious Mortis. Victory and Death. Shadowborn. Victory and Death sounds kind of cool for a Dreadnought. Maybe we should put Victory and Death on the Dreadnought. And then what's the symbol for? Oh God, I don't know what the symbol's going to be for whatever a Dreadnought is classed as. Because that. Was it that? Oh no, it was the half and half. It was the half and half one, which was the tactical squad, which is why they've got the half and half. Is it? That's fast attack, surely. Is that the special? The double cross one? Made a Jefferson Starship play on the show. I'm blanking out on which Golden Girl was tying the show together. Oh my word. Yeah, the holiday special is definitely an American thing. Is that fire support? I think that's fire support, isn't it? So it should have that on the knee pad. Where's the... Dreads don't usually have a roll marking. Ah, there we go. Well, that's perfect. So we don't need any of that on the Dread. So it's just the cool X1X, the Raven skull, the Raven wing things, and definitely Victorious Mortis is going to go across there. That's going to look cool. And then all of this is going to go on the tanks. So I'm going to use all of these on the tanks, which is going to look cool as well. I don't think that's quite big enough. Oh, I suppose it could go on the side. No. Need a slightly smaller one of them to go on the knee pad. Well, I suppose we could put one of these on the knee pad. That was B. Arthur, and I really could have done with never hearing her do Star Wars Vaudeville. Vaudeville. Okay. Yeah, let's put some white X1Xs around the knees then. Okay. Should do that later. Let's do some more painting. So, let's do... Okay. What colour should the missile pods be? Should I do them? Should I do them red or should I do them the same colour? I think they go the same colour, right? I think they go the same colour. Just with loads more chipping on them because they're higher up. I should have done this before actually, because now we've got some context for what's around. Hey Cookie, how you doing? How you doing, dude? Doing Raven Guard Derrideos. Right, that definitely needs... So I need to do a lot of cleanup after this stream. I've got 10 minutes left, Cookie. How are you doing? Finishing off a YouTube video for these as well, so I'm just transferring it to a Dreadnought to see how it works before I do a Leviathan version. Sweet. Oh, I'm excited. And then this. Boom. So to be fair, I should probably airbrush these in that metallic, because I think all of that, pretty much all of that can be metallic, and then there's like a couple of little panels which can be the, like that can be a panel and that can be this kind of colour panel, but everything else we can just airbrush, can't we? So airbrush everything. Is it the same on this? Got a panel there and a panel there, so maybe airbrush the whole thing. Maybe not, because you've got the pipe work on this one. So maybe this one's okay. And this, and that goes in there as well, like that. And it's just like, rah! I've got this. Fantastic. Fantastic. I'm liking this a lot. I think it looks cool. Right. Let's go find somebody to raid from everybody today. Thank you very much, everybody. Zoom is on. I can't see Renan. So it's a zoomy raid, isn't it? Fantastic. Right, so it has to be Tomb King Tuesday tomorrow, but this is pretty cool. I think I'll probably throw a little bit more highlights on this, particularly on the top missile pods. Get those highlighted up to this point. Oil wash the whole bloody thing, and then see where we get to. So should be able to show you an oil washed version of this tomorrow, which would be great. So yeah, thanks very much, everybody. Take care, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Have fun, be awesome. Really cool seeing everybody's work today. Take care of yourselves. I'll see you tomorrow.